Hey folks, Scott here, and before we go off for a little Christmas break and a New Year's break, I just wanted to break down the stimulus package, round two. So, as you might have seen, they did pass a second round of stimulus. It's a big bill, it's got over 5,000 pages in it, a lot of stuff in there that's not necessarily just coronavirus related stimulus, but the package is in there. So the things that matter to you the most, I think, are the amount. So the amount that each person will receive is $600 per person. So it's half of what it was before. The income limit is $75,000 if you're single and $150,000 if you're married filing jointly. Now it starts to phase out if you're over those limits. Now, just so you know, they're looking at your 2019 income this time, but it's actually going to be based on your 2020 income. So that part's a little bit confusing, but basically, if you had less income in 2020 than you did in 2019, you might not get your stimulus payment here in the next few weeks, but you might get it when you file your taxes here for 2020. But back to kind of the phase out. So it's for every $100 you go above each limit. So if you're married filing joint and you're $100 over $150,000 in income, then they're going to decrease your stimulus payment by $5, and it completely phases out at $174,000 for married filing joint and $87,000 for singles. So if you made over those thresholds, then your income's too high, you're not going to receive those stimulus payments. Now, another question you might have is, okay, are these stimulus payments taxable? The answer is absolutely not. They are not taxable. They are actually a tax credit, so you don't have to worry about paying taxes on this money. The other thing that this stimulus package did was it introduced another $300 extra of unemployment income. So, you're going to get $300 on top of whatever the state gives you. So, before in the first stimulus package, that was $600 extra. They took that down to just $300 extra per week. But hopefully that'll be a help for the folks that are needing to collect unemployment. It also added PPP loan funds. So if if a small business took a PPP loan under the first CARES Act, then they're going to be able to get a second one now under this stimulus package. So, this is going to work similar way. You apply for it. You can, as long as you meet certain thresholds, you can apply for it, and you can also have it forgiven if you meet certain criteria. So they also came out and clarified, and this was a good thing for a lot of small businesses. They came out and clarified that you can deduct the expenses that you paid with those PPP funds. So that's a big deal for small business owners. They were able to take those funds from the government, pay out these expenses, and then they're still going to get to deduct it. So that's a big deal. That's the gist of it. $600 per person in your family, as long as you meet those income requirements. Children under 17, they get $600 as well. So it's a little bit easier than last time where children got a little bit less. This time it's $600 per person. So if you're a family of 4, married filing jointly, meet the income thresholds, you will get $2,400. If you're just married, the two of you, you'll get $1,200, and if it's just you're single, then you'll get $600. Easy math this time around. It's not taxable, and the timeline they're expecting, if it gets signed, they're expecting that it'll happen in the next couple of weeks this time. Last time it took months for some people to get it, but now they have the infrastructure. I'm sure there will be some people where there's delays, but hopefully this time people get these checks a little bit quicker. So that's where we're at. Stimulus round 2. We'll see if President Trump signs it. And if he doesn't, we'll see if they overrule the veto. So there's still a little bit up in the air, but if it does pass, that is what is in that bill, at least the main topics to you. So that's it for me. Merry Christmas. If you have any questions, concerns, give us a call, 844-CARLSON or carlsonfinancial.com, and we'll see you next week.